Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and by Hashem Kakodash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Want to give redound by honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who are storming this truth. Want to give it peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, I can get something from this video. Basically, what we're going to go through is the book of Sirach. I always say, these are the book of Proverbs and the book of Sirach is some of the two books I highly recommend as far as, what to do and how to walk in this truth of ours, man, in this in this truth, in this walk. It kind of gives you some wisdom as far as what to do in certain situations and how to move in certain situations that make things a lot easier. Okay, this is Sirach 7:1. It says, "Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from thee." Okay, so it says, "Do no evil, no harm shall come unto thee." Right. So don't if you don't sin, right, no harm is gonna come unto you, man. Don't do evil, man. And the less evil you have, the less harm you'll have, man. Now obviously we're not perfect, man. But the Most High see our efforts, man. Okay, it says, "Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from thee." Okay, it says, I'm gonna kind of go through what I got highlighted. It says, as far as says, "Seek not of the Lord preeminence, neither of the king." It's like him. "Seek not of the Lord preeminence, neither of the king the seat of honor." So don't seek to be, ahead or on a high, a high seat. You know what I mean? When you follow the Lord by default, those things become a byproduct. And I'll give you an example. The book of Daniel. I always bring out the book of Daniel. The book of Daniel. What happened, man? Why was he high in Babylon? Well, he was high in Babylon because ultimately it was blessings given to him through people from the Most High. Okay, and the reason why is because he put the Most High first in everything, man. Scriptures tell you that promotion don't come from east and west; it comes from the Most High, man. Okay, so when we put this word first by default, when we put this truth first by default, things will be added unto us, man. Okay, blessings will be added unto us, man. But we must put wisdom first. We must put this word first. Okay, it says, and another thing too, when you seek preeminence and things of that nature, those things could lead to pride and things of that nature. You know what I mean? And we all know that pride wasn't made for men, man. Okay, it's 5. It says, "Justify not thyself before the Lord, and boast not of thy wisdom before the king." Yeah, don't justify yourself before the Most High. The Most High knows all things, man. Okay, the Most High knows all things. Okay, this is 6. It says, "Seek not to be judged, being not able to take away iniquity, lest at any time thou fear the person of the mighty, and stumbling block in the way of the uprightness." It says, "Offend not against the multitude of a city." And I actually pointed this out in the transit video I did, right? Because it said, it like I said, it gives you ways to move. It gives you knowledge and wisdom on how to move. You don't want to seek to, don't offend the multitude of a city. You don't want to tempt the Most High, man. When you offend the multitude of a city, you're gonna be outnumbered off bat. But we move with wisdom, and when we move with wisdom and fear, by default, our enemies. The scriptures say when a man's ways please the Most High, he even makes his enemies to be at peace with him. Okay? Hold on, let me see if I get that. Man, ways please. Right here. This is Proverbs 16:7. It says, "When a man's ways please the Lord Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him." So that's the beautiful part about being in his word and being in his ministry, man. The Most High can make your enemies be at peace with you. So you don't need to be rah all the time. You just got to be cool, man. And the Most High take care of everything. Okay, it says, "Offend not against the multitude of a city, and then thou shalt not cast thyself down among the people." It says, being not one sin upon a bind, it's like it bind not one sin upon another. So don't add sin on the sin. Scriptures tell you that as well. It says, for one thou shalt not be unpunished. And I made a video as well. It says, I think it's in Sirach 33, if I'm not mistaken. It says, if you fast for a sin, to if you fast to repent for a sin, and you go commit the same sin, your fast didn't count. Okay, you add sin upon sin. You add sin upon sin. The Most High is not gonna have mercy on that, man. Okay, you add sin upon sin. Okay, that's why it says, a just man falls 7 times, but he get back up again. That don't mean as you go you sin over and over and over again and say, oh, well, I'm imperfect, I can't. No, that don't mean that, man. Okay? It says, bind not one sin upon another, for in one thou shalt not be unpunished. It says, say not, the Most High will look upon the multitude of my oblations, and when I offer to the Most High, he will accept it. Right? So, what is the example of that? Well, Christians do that shit to a T. They'll listen, man. Christians are motherfucking go take a smoke break during a service, man. You know what I mean? Okay, you can't have that mindset in his truth, man. And when you're really in this thing for real, you'll know that. You understand that. Okay, it says, be not faint-hearted when thou makest thy prayer. Hey, this is beautiful right here. Brothers gotta really, really take heed to this, man. It says, be not faint-hearted when thou makest thy prayer, and neglect not to give alms. So that's 2 things. So be not faint-hearted when you make your prayer. Don't be faint-hearted when you make your prayer. Scriptures tell you the faint-hearted should not be defended, because if you're faint-hearted, you have no faith. You don't have no faith if you faint-hearted. Okay? You don't have no faith if you faint-hearted, man. Okay? It says, and neglect not to give alms. And neglect not to give. Don't neglect, because alms, right, covers a multitude of sin. Don't neglect to give alms, man. Also don't neglect to to be brotherly. Okay? We are commanded to be brotherly. We're commanded to do well amongst each other, man. Okay? Not to be niggardous towards each other, not to look down upon a brother and get up upon a brother. If you got that demon on you, you got to rebuke that demon, man. As soon as you get around brothers, rebuke that demon, man. Okay? We brothers, man. We brothers, man. Scriptures tell you, what did Yahushua say, man? The ones that do this will and this work is the same as my brother, my mother, my sister. Okay? The ones who do this work. If you got brothers in this thing doing this work with you, man, listen. That's the Akia, man. No nigga shit in this word of ours, man. In his word, no nigga shit in this truth, man. Okay? It says, laugh no man to scorn in the bitterness of his soul, for there is one which humbleth and exalteth, which is the Most High. It says, devise not a lie against thy brother, neither do the like to thy friend. Okay? So devise not, don't be of one that devises, don't be that guy, man. Okay? To lie upon a brother and things of that nature, right? It says, I'll read 13. It says, use not to make any manner of lie, for the custom thereof is not good. Okay, it's 14. It says, use not many words in a multitude of elders. Hey, I love this, man. It says, use not many words in a multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayest. So yeah, don't ask for what you need. Get your prayers together before you pray. Have faith going into your prayer. Have faith throughout your prayer. Ask for it. Get right to the point and pray, man, and go on. Okay? It says, use not many words in a multitude of elders. No, because scriptures tell you, man, if you find a man of understanding, wear out his doorstep. Right? And what did Yahushua say? He said, those who are going to make it to the kingdom are going to be like as this little child. What children do? They soak up things. Their brains is like sponge. Their brain is like a sponge. So if you're around the elder, right? You're around the elder, or you're around brothers that are elders in the camp, use not many words, man. It says, scriptures tell you that, a wise man knoweth his time to speak, man. Okay? It says, hate not laborious work, neither husbandry, which the Most High hath ordained, right? It says, number not thyself among the multitude of sinners, But remember that the wrath will not tarry long. So don't number yourself don't follow a multitude to do evil. Okay, it's 17. It says, humble thyself greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms, man. It's ultimately death. And what is that fire? That fire is thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay. It's 18. Is because that's the second death. The first death was by way of water. The second death is by way of fire. Okay, it's 18. It says, change not a friend for any good by no means, neither a faithful brother for the gold of Ophir. It says, forego not a wise and good woman, for her grace is above gold. Now, I think the Apostle Gabar just made Elder Gabar just made a video on this, man. He said, for you young men, and I'm a young man in this world, and I'm a young man in this truth and in the world, you know what I mean? I'm a young man, and, it was a beautiful video, you know what I mean? But, a woman that is, a woman that'll do good by you, is above rubies, man. Okay, let me go down. It says 26. It says, hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. So if you got a woman after your mind, don't forsake her, man. Okay, this is 27. It says, honor thy father with thy whole heart. Remember, your father is the reason why you're Hebrew Israelite. Ultimately, is the Most High, but we get our bloodline from our father. Okay, it says, forget not the sorrows of thy mother. So always, even if your mother and your father don't, agree with what you got going on, you don't curse your mother, you don't curse your father, man. Okay, that's not what you do. Okay, you set you have your differences, right? And still remember that this is my mother, this is my father, man. Okay, period. Remember, this is 28 says, remember that thou wast begotten of them, and how canst thou recompense them the things they have done for thee, man? So remember, just that very fact. What can you do? What can you do to recompense your mama and your daddy? Okay? What can you do? You can't. Ain't nothing you can do. It says, fear the Lord with all thy soul and reverence his priest. Love him that made thee with all thy strength and forsake not his ministers. Right. Love him that made thee with all thy strength. So how do you love the Father? You follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, man. You do the truth, you do what you're told to the best of your abilities, man. Okay, it says, forsake not his ministers. Okay, so don't forsake the men in his word and his truth. I'm pushing this thing with truth and sincerity. It says, fear the Lord and honor the priest and give him his portion as it is commanded thee. The first fruits and the trespass offering and the gift of the shoulders and the sacrifice of sanctification and the first fruits of the holy things, and stretch thine hand unto the poor, that thy blessing may be perfect. Okay, let me go down. It says 36. It says, fail not to be with them that weep. I'll read 34. It says, fail not to be with them that weep, and mourn with them that mourn. Okay, it says, be not slow to visit the sick, for that shall make thee be beloved. Okay, which is beautiful, man. Don't especially if you have, brothers that sometimes brothers, get sick in the truth and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And like brothers might be dealing with different things, you know what I mean, that they will overcome eventually. But while they're going through it, man, always, be a help to brothers. We got a brother in our camp that helps when brothers get sick, man. That brother, and he knows what he's doing. Okay, this is 36. It says, whatsoever, and that made me look at that brother different. I'll call that brother before I call anybody on things, man. So the scripture's not lying. That made me look. That made me how that brother is because that's true love, man. It's 36. It says, whatsoever thou takest in hand, remember the end, and thou shalt never do amiss. Okay, so that was a couple things I highlighted in Sirach 7. I encourage brothers to read all throughout Sirach. You can read. I didn't read everything in Sirach 7, but Sirach and Proverbs, those are two building books, man. And there's other building books in the scriptures as well, but these are two books that that I go to, to build. So with that, man, Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, I got something from this video. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash. On to the next. Shalom.